Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Neo Sylphid, it's going to be a Jaedong versus Mong replay sent to me by RJB of RJB TV fame. Left side is going to be our Purple Terran. It is Mong. Right side, it's going to be Jaedong. He said to move this up the list of your cast because it is an excellent game with action all over the place. It's non-stop, like most ZVTs, but higher level, okay? So, Jaedong is going to give Mong everything he can handle here today. I kind of place Mong at the maybe second tier of Terran players. Maybe that is unfair to Mong, but that's my perception of it, right? Wow, is that a big Kakaru? Goodbye, Kakaru. Is it big? Aren't they smaller? Or is that just me misremembering Kakaru's size? Dunno. Not gonna worry about it. What's going on here in the StarCraft game? Nothing crazy. Nobody sending out a drone early. Nobody sending out an SCV early. No proxies attempted here on Neo Sylphid. 3-player maps. A little bit easier, right? A little bit easier to get your proxies done on than a giant 4-player map, but still, I don't know that we've seen a lot. I'm not sure that we've seen a ton of proxy stuff on Neo Sylphid. I don't really cast a lot of games that are short anyway, so it's probably just me selecting for longer games, right? I think that's probably it. All right, 11 hatching it. Here is our guy, the Dong. The one true Dong. On the other side, Barracks coming up from Mong, playing it safe. Oh boy, Mong and Jaedong, their names rhyme. That's not going to mess me up today at all, is it? Probably not. SCV scouting. Checking for checking for Overlord pathing here. Doesn't see it. Says, okay, good chance Jaedong's down here. Let's change our pathing to go to the bottom right. See what's going on. We're going to see a drone heading up this way, so that's a good little indication. There is Zerg down this direction. Wop, wop, wop. And everything's going to be cool. So both players are going to scout each other pretty early. I mean, not much you can do about it. Worker scouting is good. That's why these players are doing it. If you didn't get any value from it, what would be the point, you know? Sees no gas, sees no second racks, and says, this is probably a 1 racks expand timing. I can't do anything about it because my pool is about 50% complete. Yeah, definitely. Saving up that 400 mineral count. I made one more. Squoze out one more SCV. Is it squoze out or squeezed out? Squozed. Squozen. Something along those lines. Whatever. Very, very normal TVZ to this point between these two dudes. What is happening in the world? Not a whole lot. The seasons are changing. If you're in the northern hemisphere, it's getting cooler. If you're in the southern hemisphere, it's starting to warm up. It's probably already pretty warm. Like, most of the southern hemisphere is pretty warm all the time anyway, right? But getting hotter, maybe. A little bit of a hotter weather happening. Yeah, it's weird. Here in Utah, it hit September 1st, and pretty much immediately the temperatures dropped like 10 degrees. We were getting 90-degree days, 95, 100-degree weather like every day in August, and then September hits, and it's like, bunk, we're never going to hit 90 again for the rest of the year. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I'll take it. Not having to sit here sweating in my casting chair is always nice. Anyway, so it's been a pretty cool September so far. We're halfway through. I think we're going to make it through September without any 90-degree days, which I probably wouldn't have bet on August 31st that we'd get through the entire month of September. I mean, I'm talking in Fahrenheit here. I'm realizing a lot of you guys work off of Celsius. I don't know what that conversion is. Somebody will do it for me. Somebody will convert it in the comments, and then I'll pin that comment. All right, what do we got here? A little marine pressure with an SCV. Isn't gonna do anything. Unupgraded Marines are garbo against unupgraded Lings, especially in just smaller numbers like this. Macro hatch, Spire on the way, Mutalisk opening, Jaedong knows what's up. Another Marine going down, Terror the Overlord scouting out. Atmospheric music. Okay, but if it's, 4 Marines to 2 Lings, even if they don't have upgrades, they're gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. So no scouting from Mong, but come on. If you don't scout your enemy Zerg player, what do you think's happening? Mutalisks. Right? A lot of Mutalisks. What? That's right. Snipe it down. Snipe down that Ling. He doesn't deserve to kill you. Stim on the way. Fire Bat's coming in. Worried about a little bit of Ling pressure. Should do. There's a little bit of Lings out here. Not enough to really worry. This many Marines with this many medics, but keeping the Marine count as high as it can be against the incoming Mutas is nice. Ling run by! Oh, gosh. Well, he sees the SK Terran. Gets an SCV for his trouble. Probably could have got that one. Goes down into the mineral line. A little bit dangerous in here. These SCVs do have, like, plasma cutters on their hands. Fusion cutters. Same thing, I guess. I'm no physicist. All right. Cleans it out, but the scouting was done. He knows. Tons of Marines. Not going to be Goliaths. Not going to be a mech opening. No real surprise. 8 Mutas on the way. The extra larva here at the macro hatch is allowing him to do this. Here we go. +1 flyer on the way too. Okay, here goes nothing. We're here. We're alive. Turrets coming up in time. Mong's going to handle the first few minutes of this game just fine. Thank you very much. Yeah, he'll be okay. It's not 5 Mutas. It's actually going to be 8. Can they take how many swipes? 3 swipes on 1 turret. Ooh, sniping down. Oh my gosh. No way. There's no way. He was going to go after Marine range, but Marines are like, we like that range upgrade. Please stop shooting at my academy. Thanks. Third base on the way, right side. High ground. Narrow ramp. Lurkers can defend it very well, but don't see a Hydra Den. I just see more Mutas being produced. That +1 flyer indicates, yeah, we're going to have more Mutalisks. Boom, 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 ba-dum. All right, so is this every TVZ we've seen in the last 30 years? Kind of. I mean, nice snipe on the Overlord with the scan, turrets, Marines with the range upgrade. Mutalisks trying to keep this Marine count low. Snipe, snipe, snipe. Splash, splash, splash. You know the drill. We've seen it a million times. Muta stacking. Jaedong invented the 2-base Muta stacking opener here. So, does he know what he's doing? Absolutely. Lurker aspect. Oh, there we go. So he does get into Lurker aspect. And a Queen's Nest, too. So interesting. Making a lot of Mutas. Getting +1 flyer. But then trying to get into Hive Tech and Lurkers as fast as ergly possible. Seems to be working okay. Mong doesn't seem to have any interest in really moving across the map here. He's just kind of keeping the Mutas home. Or keeping the Mutas away. Is this more of an aggressive move? Yeah, he's trying to catch the Mutas as they dive in and then pull back. He was trying to catch them. Starport, double starport. Are we surprised by any of this? No. Is anything these players are doing surprising so far? Not at all. In fact, the first 8 minutes, if you'd said, okay, before you watch it, guess what's going to happen in the first 8 minutes of this ZVT with Jaedong and Mong? And you'd be like, well, probably going to be a Muta opening, going to be some Lings, the Marines are going to get stim in range and medic support. Probably going to be an SK Terran opening. And the Zerg player is going to go for Lurkers and a Hive at some point around here. And you'd be absolutely right. Right? Absolutely correct. Marine, make sure there's a 3rd base. A 3-basing Zerg is much different from a 2-basing Zerg. 2-basing Zerg is incredibly more aggressive. And sure, Jaedong's been pretty aggressive here with the 3 bases. But he's just trying to keep the Terran on the left side of the map so he can get up the, Lurkers. Here we go. Get up those Defilers. Really, really soon here. Defiler Mound's going to start instantaneously, and by that I mean not instantaneously, actually, because Jaedong is a little bit worried about this attack. And Ling Muta. Oh, gosh. Ling Lurker Muta jumps on this group. Wipes it out. That's a lot of dead medics, man. This is not... Okay, let's just totally turn the tide in favor of Jaedong. This is where things will start to change, right? Does that initial group get wiped out? Woo! Very low HP Muta is kind of getting caught out a little bit. Ooh, free lurker. Another free lurker. Chase him. Chase. Oh, don't chase too far. Don't chase too far, though. 5 Mutas. Okay, lurkers defending the third base. Defiler Mound. Evolution Chamber. Defiler Mound. Defiler Mound. Hey, it's done and consumes on the way. Okay, so Jaedong must have started that Defiler Mound soon after. I was worried about him starting it on time, so he's all right. Just fine, thanks. Irradiate's almost done. Consume almost done. 2 game-changer humongous spells that make all of the world of difference in this matchup. Can the one true Dong deal with the Irradiates? How many Science Vessels will die in this game? These are questions that must be answered. And hit that like button if you're enjoying the action so far. It's been pretty good. I assume RJB was talking about, 10, 12 minute mark on. It starts to get really active because the first 10 minutes were as standard can be. Okay, Overlord gets killed. Jaedong almost basically supply blocked. Not producing more Overlords. He's like, I need more Lings. I need Carapace upgrade. Did he get Adrenal for his 0/0 Lings? There's Plague. There's Missile Attack. Must have, right? Okay. Radiates. Is he just irradiate a Hydralisk? That's a weird choice. Okay. Fair enough. Third base on the way for Mong. Still a 3-basing Zerg here. Nothing too crazy about this. Once Dark Swarm gets out and Plague and stuff, then the Zerg player can get really comfortable taking a 4th base and a 5th base and a 6th base, but here, still trying to get that tech up. Still not quite able to adequately defend a 4th base. Mong kind of scouting out, maybe to see if he can take a 4th base here. Maybe the Zerg player's trying to expand here. Either way, the Marines get the information that there's nobody home at this base. Good information to have. I don't think these Lings have Adrenal. There it is. Okay, Adrenal's on the way. Alright, so Jaedong has survived the early stages of the game pretty deftly, as most Zerg players will. Mong, maybe... 4th basing it up. Dude, 4th base for the Terran starts before the 4th base of the Zerg. This is going to have to be responded to by Jaedong, either by getting his own 4th and 5th base pretty quickly. Ooh, Fire Bats. Yeah. Fire Bats are so good against Lings, especially if they don't have Adrenal yet. They don't, but it's very close to completing. Yeah, so 4 base can be responded to by either going like a 4th base, 5th base kind of a thing, or I don't know. 4th base. Actually, or maybe just killing Marines that are plagued and trying to wander up a ramp into your 3rd base. That's a good way to get ahead too. This is a beautiful plague target. But are there no defilers? No, there is a defiler here. He got irradiated. This guy didn't. But the hold. Look at static defense. Look at it. Static defense. Jaedong believes in it. So should you. It's really, really useful. Ooh, tank on the way. No longer SK Terran. The strategy has been broken. It is now tanks, which makes this, I don't know what it is. Once you have Marines, Fire Bats, Medics, Science Vessels, and tanks. A smart strategy, I guess. See, again, a response to what Zerg players have been doing in the current meta, which is a lot of Hydras. More siege tanks are kind of required, actually, if you're going to do SK Terran against a ton of Hydras. Okay, Plague catching 3 of the Science Vessels. Okay, you can't really go in there. There's Hydras, see? That's really good against Science Vessels. Science Vessels can't approach a Hydra Ball once they've been plagued. They can kind of approach if it's like, oh gosh, see? If it's Hydro Ling Ultra, but, Ling Ultra Defiler. Nice Plague there too, good Dark Swarm. Really forcing the Terran player back here. Push him back, way back. Vehicle weapons getting researched, Missile Attack and Carapace continuing on the Zerg side of things, and a 4th base here. I forgot this base existed, apparently. I am a genius. Alright, Lings Hydras. Lurker. Oh my gosh, sick plague. Okay, so yeah, this is what we were hoping for. None of these science vessels are plagued. If they have been, they've been repaired, which is awesome. A little group of mutas back here. They've seen battle? I don't know. Maybe not. See, Scourge are a lot easier to deal with than Hydras are, strangely enough. Which is part of why Hydras have made their way into the meta of the TVZ over the last few months. Scourge just kind of die too easily to an elite Terran player. Don't make the connections they want. See, look, and Hydras against Firebats? Not even fair. All Firebats dead. These Firebats are like, I was told we would be attacking Zerglings. The medic destruction. Ugh. Amazing stuff. All right. Free Defiler, though. Hang on. Defiler wiggling his way. He survives the retreat. Amazing. Dude, 5th base on the way from Mong. Looking good. Looking really good here. Oh, Lurker Trap. Dude, Mong was not paying attention there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks for nothing there, guys. Boy, 146 to 128 supply in favor of Mong. Looking pretty good. Coming up this ramp. Seems like a bad idea for Mong, and it is. Hang on, hang on. Hang on. These are 2-1 Hydras. Man. The Carapace upgrade, man. That +2 Carapace is really helping here. Dematrixed Firebat and a Marine here. But these Adrenalings in amongst the Grout. No attack upgrade, so they got that +2 Carapace, 2-2 on the Marines. +3 attack is on the way, and an Ultralisk coming in here, too. Once the Siege Tank fires up. It's a pullback. Little tiny Marine attack in here at the 4th base. But by tiny, I mean they killed a Marine, or a drone. So, hey, 2 Marines for a drone. Fair trades. Lurker shows up at this attempt at a 5th base from Mong. Shuts it down. Mong makes sure that it's a safe working environment for his SCV. Yeah, nice plague, but not enough Hydras to follow up on it. And look at all these tanks on this high ground at this 4th base. Yeah, that's going to be a tough nut to crack for Hydras. They're going to be taking shots out here, trying to just get over here. Again, it looks like high ground. It's not. This is just a ridge of different colored stuff. This just breaks all the rules of map making in StarCraft. Trying to get that Defiler. No, can't get him, says this little escort group who's heading up. Go Dark Swarm on the ramp. Mong might actually lose his 5th base here. Oh, God. God. Irradiated science vessels dying there. 3 of them, quick succession. Pow, pow, pow. Chitinous plating on the way. Economically, Mong is holding. Is there anything in this Dark Swarm? Yeah, but there is nothing else to make another Dark Swarm up here, or they'd be up there is the problem. 5th base from Jaedong coming in, but man, it feels late compared to this 5th base of Mong's, doesn't it? Science vessel down. Oh gosh, Lurker Massacre again. Just middle of the map Lurker Massacres are not how you win this matchup. Oh my gosh, and all these tanks. Adrenalings. Boy, they wish they had an attack upgrade. Okay, Mong survives it, but on very, very low numbers of men. And the whole power of Zerg is being able to remax pretty quickly, and that's exactly what's happening here. 7 sets of Lings at a time on the way. I don't know how this guy got irradiated. It must be these science vessels, which mostly full HP, so Hydras aren't a major threat. Scourge are, though. Oh gosh, maybe get something. Okay, got him. Man jumping down, but the tank count, little bit intense. Little tiny bit problematic here. Yeah, these guys aren't closing close enough to do anything at all. And suddenly, it's 150 to 130 supply in favor of Mong. The siege tanks not letting anybody get close. Marines covering anything that does get kind of close. Dark Swarm, sure, but nothing can make it to the Dark Swarm. This is a death area. Looks like Jaedong is making an attack up onto Mong's 5th base in retaliation for this attack. And yes, he will take this down. There's enough Zerg there. There's not nearly enough Terran. Oh, Lurker's high ground. Dark Swarm trying to get the... Not even high ground again. Just behind this weird wall. I don't know how that's not high ground, but it's not. 5th base of Mong under attack. An attack into the 3rd base of Jaedong. Oh, nice plague. But after all the Lings are dead... Oh, gosh. But this Hydra... Pew, pew, pew. Hydra down. Hydra down. Marine down. Marine down. Yeah, I mean, this is just... Okay, so knocking Mong down to 4 bases. Jaedong is still holding on to his 4th. There's an attack coming into the natural. 139 to 126 supply. Nice plague. Ah, Nidus Canal dies. Defiler priority target. Defiler priority target. Whew. That 4 armor on a +3 Carapace Defiler is really the only thing keeping it alive right now. Okay, had to stim again to kill it. And then they're like, we're going to leave now? But, oh, Ultras are out. Oh, Medic Science Vessel attack into this 4th base. Well, it's evacuated is what's happening here. Siege Tank, this is a great Siege Tank position to deal with this base, particularly on this map. It's awesome. Okay, little tiny Ling Hydra Lurker attack into a bunkered position with Marine support. They back out. Not going to look good for them. And yeah, jumping Adrenalings onto those tanks with Ultra support. Beautiful. Beautiful. 1 attack on these Lings. +3 Carapace, as mentioned previously. And Jaedong counter-attacking. Trying to get another base here. Trying to get this 4th base. Is this the 4th? Or is this the 3rd? I don't remember. Maybe the 4th. Nice plague, though. And there's a Lurker remaining here. These SCVs, their job security is not looking good. Quick, irradiate all the things. This Hydra is like, oh yeah? Man, this Hydralisk. 5 kills on this dude. Finally goes down because of the irradiate. Big attack up here into the 5th base of Jaedong, though. Firebats attacking Ultras, never good. Too many Lings, and that's going to be a save on the base for sure. Ultra count, not infinity, but pretty big. But yeah, hatch down, man down here. Jaedong, 1, 2, 3, 4 bases. Against Mong's 4 base is 65 drones to 53 SCVs. 65 workers is about where a Zerg player wants to be. But they do want those extra hatches for the larva production. Drones are rallied out here. I guess he just made a round of drones, rallied them out there because you have to rally to the same place your army units go because that's StarCraft for you. Oh no, this little right side 4th base of Mong entirely undefended, forced to lift off here. Another science vessel dies. Irradiates are going down on Ultras this game. Save the tank, save the tank, save the tank. $141 to $129 supply here. Still hasn't been able to replace this base, Jaedong. It's the only hatch of his that has died today, but not replacing it seems like a problem. He's got enough money to do so, but does he? He needs to deal with this attack that's coming across right now. Where is the plague? Where is the Dark Swarm? The irradiate on the Ultras taking giant chunks of HP off those Ultra boys. And then Mong says, okay, you retreated south. Let's head north. Try to wipe this base out. Nope, hang on. Here's the consume. Here's the consume. Says, all right, I'm going to catch a plague here. Oh, the Marines are too busy running to catch those Scourge. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Remember when I was like, how many science vessels will die in this game? The answer is a lot. Doesn't look great for Mong right now. Although, Ultras on top of your tanks doing okay for themselves. Oh, good snipe on that Nidus. These Marines gave their lives for that mission, though. But they did it. They sniped the Nidus. Ultra tried to push into the natural base of Mong. Can't quite do that. Another science vessel dies, but how many Scourge died for it? Ultra down. Lings massacred. This 5th base of Jaedong's fully evac'd. These drones, there's nothing doing here. Yeah. Okay, Ling on the counterattack right now. Gonna try to bust up, find some more unsieged siege tanks to wipe out. 3-3 fire bats, man. Not bad. 10 kills. Finally runs out of Lings to kill. Tries to attack an Ultra. He dies. A long-standing story for fire bats from Kingdom Come until now. Plagued Marines against Ultra is never going to work out for you, but this 12 o'clock hatch of Jaedong's died. Still hasn't replaced this one. He took out the corresponding base on the other side of the map here, but it's 106 to 77 supply. Jaedong has lost about 35 drones right now. It's 31 to 48 in favor of Mong. Mong isn't incredibly healthy, but I think he's a little bit more healthy economically than Jaedong is. Mong! Oh no, a Plague caught his own Ultralisk. That's as damaging as an Irradiate. Or is it more? I don't know, actually. How much damage does a Plague do to an Ultra versus an Irradiate to an Ultralisk? Somebody in the comments will let me know. I read everyone's comments. Leave me one. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. This is so scrappy right now. This is a non-stop game. RJB was not wrong. YouTube.com/@RGB_TV. No, this 5th base of Mong's has been under assault. It feels like for the whole game. Yeah, these SCVs like, we'll fight you, Mr. Ultralisk. And it's like, no, actually, that's a terrible idea. Horrific idea. Okay, nice. Look at the pathing on the Ultras being screwed up by the SCVs. That's what they're really good at. Their chunky bodies screwing up pathing. This Ultra's like, runs in, hits one Marine, runs back, and dies. Okay, so it's 113 to 50 supply. This is incredibly scraptastic. Come on, Mong. Oh, Jaedong has retaken a new base down here with the easy to lurker ramp. Seems like a nice place to go. Sick Plague, but no! GG, Jaedong taps out after getting that very cool base, and Mong is your winner. I think he recognized he just didn't have anything left. This is one of those games I do want to rewind a bit and get back to the very end of the game and just kind of see what the player had who tapped out. But man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you enjoyed what you heard and what you saw today. Mong getting the super awesome, super impressive, super difficult win against Jaedong. That was not easy at all. He lost so many SCVs. He had to lift command centers constantly. So I think he kind of needed this base to die. I mean, keeping this base dead is nice, but look at this. Mong mining, two basing Terran, right? Versus a, this is a one basing mining Zerg. This, yeah, the economy of the situation makes no sense for Jaedong. None whatsoever. He's got 31 drones to 36 SCVs, but he only has one mineral line he's working with, and it's a full 2 here for Mong. It's not on fire for Mong, but it's better. And sometimes all you gotta do is be better, right? These Ultras hanging outside a Dark Swarm, invincible, but then leaves the Dark Swarm, gets exploded, while a Plague gets tossed down. But he knows. Yeah, he doesn't have anything left. He can't keep up economically with a 2-basing Terran player. Not with 3-3 Marines. He really doesn't even have any science vessels left. Jaedong did so well sniping those things down. I don't know if there's a single science vessel left. This has got to be a rarity. It's effectively an SK Terran game where the Terran player had no science vessels left at the end of the game, but he won anyway. Pretty rare to see. And all those tanks are even dead. I don't think he has any tanks left either. Did they pay for themselves? Maybe. I guess they did kill this base over here. That was cool. And I guess they defended this base for a minute, but it then died anyway. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But it sure seems like this was a great game. Is it an epic game? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I want to call it an epic game, but how about you guys in the comments tell me if you think it was. But thumbs up, man. 2 thumbs up for Mong. I have no complaints about how he I have some complaints. Keeping the science vessels alive would have been nice. But other than that, maybe some drops would have been cool too. I always like drops. But man, there were so many Scourge packs hunting around this map. Maybe not a good idea. Maybe he saw the Scourge and Mong was like, no, definitely not. Is he even building any more? He's not even building any more science vessels. He's like, let's spend our money on Marines. It'll be fine. Tier 1 units for the win. I mean, medics are supporting them, obviously, and they have great upgrades, but Sick game for sure. I mean, Jaedong not replacing those bases that he lost was fairly confusing too. All right. Well, end of the day, 215,000 points there from Mong, 220,000 points from Jaedong. Another situation where the losing player has the higher score. Weird stuff, StarCraft. Jaedong ends up outproducing Mong pretty heavily, getting outkilled by Mong about evenly here. So, I mean, this is just not good for the Zerg is the problem. What for the Terran? 8 to 9 buildings raised, resources. Only about 5,000 resources spent more by Jaedong in this game compared to Mong in 27 minutes, almost 30 minutes. Not really going to be enough. Not really going to be enough. So, all right, that was great. That was really good. Is it epic threshold? Don't actually know. But again, let me know in the comments. So that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.